Good evening, everyone. This evening, we are going to shed some light on a kind of philosophical point. These three philosophical points given by three different sources are really mind boggling, really very helpful, and really veritable philosophy behind it. There are three Ds. First three Ds by Warren Buffett. Three Ds means democracy, demand, and demography. Second three Ds by Dr. Young. Dispute, discord, and disdain. Third three Ds is our own GA Institute. Discipline, diligence, and dedication. We are going to elaborate in brief because, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need any kind of elaboration, but nevertheless, for some late starters, or we can say the startups, probably need some kind of helping hand to understand this thing. So we are going to go into elaboration in nutshell. First, Warren Buffett, democracy. According to him, economy survives and economy thrives if democracy is in prevalence. If democracy prevails, economy prevails. Wherever there is democracy, like look at Europe, America, Canada, Australia, Switzerland, New Zealand, Japan, India, democracy means economic development is smooth. And it grows for a long period of time. China has communism, Russia has communism, so though their economy is good. But when American CEO of MNC were asked, where would you like to go to invest heavily, India or China? They said short-term China, long-term India. Meaning China has communism, is the head honcho of the Communist Party or Politburo changes. He is going to change every single thing. And whatever economy today is, it may just fizzle out. But in India, nothing is going to change with the change of the guard. Whoever is prime minister, constitution remains the same, policies remains the same, economy remains the same, national law and order remain the same. So in democracy, you are looking at the long-term benefits. In communism, short-term benefit. Secondly, demand. Government should actually have the lower taxes and the lower interest rates so people can have more money in their pocket and they are going to go for all kinds of consumption. Defense goods consumption and learned goods consumption. They are going to go for conspicuous consumption and they are going to go for defense goods, and lots of demand will be created just because people have money. So people with money, everybody, whether you or me, if we have lots of money, then we are going to spend a lot. If we have little money, we are going to spend little. The biggest joy we can actually derive is out of spending money and buying things which are the most pleasurous, which are the most joyful things. Third is demography. If the demography is hefty, small nation cannot actually make such progress as much as the big nations can. Look at China, 150 crore. Economy is number second in the world. Look at India, economy number fourth in the world. Because the demography, if demography is big, more opportunities will be created, more demand will be created. Demography needs every single thing from salt to satellite. 3Ds by Dr. Young. There must not be any kind of dispute in the business, dispute in our life, no any kind of discord, no any kind of, we can say that arguments or bickering or any kind of violent language or linguistic vituperative or taking someone to the court if those things are not in our life, and no disdain, we don't hate anyone, we don't loathe anyone but love everyone. If we have that kind of qualities in our life, then no disputes, no discords, and no disdain, then our life will be very smooth, the national life will be smooth, the prosperity would be ubiquitous, and everybody would be happy, GDP would be high, GNP would be high, and the GNH will be the highest. 3Ds by GA Institute. GA Institute is academic, it's an educational institute. Hence, these 3Ds are pertaining to the student's characteristic. The student must be disciplined. You have to be disciplined if you are a student. If you are a teacher, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is general quality, but more so, it requires an educational vista, educational vista or educational domain. Academia cannot be survived without discipline, diligence. Students are supposed to do hardest work than anyone on this planet. Businessmen cannot work that hard, it's just sitting and collecting the money. Lawyers and doctors don't work that hard, they are also just spending few minutes with the patient and the client. But students have to be in and out of the class, in and out of the school, all about 5 to 6 hours homework, doing every single thing, sitting on the dingy corner of the house with their books, and 12 hours a day is also not enough. So diligence and dedication. If you don't show any kind of dedication as a student or as a teacher, as a professor, as a professional, if you don't have any kind of dedication to your profession or your vocation, then you are not successful person at all. Because dedication is the most important ingredient of success. You cannot just ask about success or talk about success or whisper about success, or you cannot smell success if you don't have any kind of dedication. So those students who flunk, they have no dedication. They have brain, they have eyes to read, the brain to memorize, they have pen to write, they have fingers to write, every single thing they have, as the successful students have. But these students are not dedicated, and that's why they flunk. And those who are dedicated, those people do not have any kind of problem in getting education, they never flunk. So dedication in business, dedication is profession, dedication is vocation, dedication in education. So these are the 3Ds of 3 types, one by Warren Buffett, second by Dr. Young, and the third by GA Institute. I hope that you like it, and see you again next time. Until then, thank you very much for listening, and God bless everyone on this planet.